Hey everyone, it's a new day in Minecraft. We have a lot of maintenance and chores to do today. We've had so many guests and special visitors coming to Briarwood that we've kind of neglected our chores. So today that's what we're going to be looking into. But first of all, I want to introduce you to Sir Runs-A-Lot. Yes, that's the name of our horse. One of my subscribers, Rav, is so good about commenting and being encouraging and uplifting for me and helping out my channel that anyway, she suggested a good name for the horse might be Sir Runs-A-Lot, and boy does he like to run. So I think that's the perfect name. So we're going to name him Sir Runs-A-Lot. Awesome. Thank you, Rav. All right, let's get to work. There's a lot to do today. First off, I have these lily pads that we collected over our travels, and I had talked about how I like to use them in our gardening waterways where you have to have water in a garden or a farm. But what happens is your crops can fall in the water. Then you have to jump in the water like that. And then if you don't jump out like on this wooden part, if you jump out on top of your crops, it will smother your crops. To make it easier, I like to put these lily pads down. Then your crops don't fall down in the water and you don't fall down in the water. And it just makes it so much easier. So let's go ahead and place these. Also, the golems and the villagers won't fall down in the water. It just makes it easier, so much nicer. Now we have, let's see, we have 17 left. I have placed some already, but I wanted to show you guys what I meant when I was talking about doing this. So we have those. That waterway is covered. It's just so nice that you can walk on the water now and walk over the water and your crops won't fall down. So let's see, here's another one. We have 10 left. 3, 4, 5, 6. Each one takes 7. That's good to know. But you know what? I wonder if that is all of them. Did I put them up here? This is oh no. So we are definitely going to have to go to the swamp and get some more because we need that waterway and that waterway covered. Okay, wonderful. So some of you who watch the channel may be thinking, oh, that's a new building. That's different. And then over here is also a new building. I will show you those in just 1 minute. But first, I want to recap what we did in the last episode. Ryan was so helpful. Look at this. He fixed up these guys so that now, I don't know if you remember, I don't remember which episode it was, but we had an episode not too long ago where we could not, oh, look at this guy. See, now he is not part of the trading system. There is a space right here, and he has jumped in and he's feeding his fellow villagers seeds. Isn't that nice of him? Because they aren't able to get out and get food, I guess. I'm not sure how the mechanics in Minecraft work, but I do know that they will feed each other whatever's available. Sometimes they'll feed potatoes, sometimes carrots, but in this village, they keep feeding each other seeds. I would love to know if you guys have any thoughts about how all that works. But anyway, Ryan figured out how to make these villagers be able to come in and stay in their shops for me, and so that it's made it so much nicer. In that other episode where I was trying to trade, I kept losing my fisherman and I could not find him. I looked and looked and looked and could never find him. So now we have them all set up. When this guy in the middle isn't here, we can push these down and they actually stand behind their signs. But you can see in this particular shop we have a leather worker, Fletcher, fisherman, farmer, go down here and look, a toolsmith, a fisherman, and another farmer. So that works out great. They'll stay here, they're safe, and we can find them if we want to trade with them. Mainly, I want to have enough emeralds to trade with the librarians to get name tags and to get maps. You can get from a cartographer, you can get maps. Okay, so see, here's our building he was working. It took him forever. I wanted to put 3 people in, and he finally figured out that you really can only put 2 people because the mine carts are larger than the blocks. So if you want to try to do this, just know that that'll save you a lot of frustration. Try it. Don't put 3 villagers in a 3. See how there's Mr. Pig. Oh, because I'm holding potatoes. Come out here, pig. Come on. Can you? I don't think they can come out. There we go. Come on. Here, let's open the door. Here we go. Come on, pig. Can he come out? Okay. Come over here. I'm holding potatoes, and pigs love potatoes. So I need to get the potato. Here, let's feed. You can have some potatoes. There you go. Now, all right. Now we're in the middle of an episode. Don't be disturbing us. All righty, here we go. All right, so anyway, here's a leather worker and a cleric, a toolsmith and a farmer. We have these potatoes. Let's see if he will trade potatoes with me. Yes, he wants 16 potatoes, and he will give me emeralds. So like I was saying, some of these people will not give us better items to trade in the long run, but they will give us emeralds, and that is mainly what we want to do. So he also will trade carrots and give us emeralds. So let's trade him. Oh, he's going to be very happy. So that's awesome. All right, so to explain about that, Ryan, oh, we're going to have to sleep. I will be right back, guys. Okay, so now this is the little building that I had built. It's a little gazebo to kind of be a focal point in the center, kind of center of the town. And I felt like we needed something here. This was empty because since Ryan showed me how to fix the villagers so that we could easily shop with them, I thought, wow, we need a fancy shopping center. And so I took even more villagers. I built this shopping center. These stones here are from when we went to the Mesa, and all those beautiful blocks that you can mine in the Mesa. This is called the light gray terracotta. And then when you smelt them in a furnace, you get these. Isn't that interesting? This to this just from smelting. So I thought that this way I could display a little bit and show you how the beautiful stone from the Mesa can be used. So let's go in and see how our shopping center is doing. Isn't this fun? We can come here and shop till we drop. So because Ryan showed me how to do it, I was able to place all these guys in here. We have a shepherd, a farmer, a librarian, a cleric, a fletcher, and a weaponsmith, and a butcher, a farmer, and another librarian. So they're just ready to take my goods, and they will trade me emeralds or trade me other wonderful surprises. So before we do that, I want to go get some more paper. And in order to make paper in Minecraft, you need sugarcane. So we had planted this little group of sugarcane over here earlier, and it's growing pretty good. And one thing you can do in Minecraft is build a sugarcane farm that will automatically grow your sugarcane for you. We'll go ahead and harvest this sugarcane, but then I want to show you the reason that we wanted the skeleton XP farm was so that we could get bones. It's like everything you do in Minecraft, there's like 10 other steps involved with it. So let's go to right here. Let's see, did we drop any sugarcane in the water? No, I don't think so. Okay, so how the bone meal works, you take bones and you grind them into bone meal, and then you can place it on plants in Minecraft, and then see the little sparkles? It makes it grow instantly. So what you can do is you can either build a nice sugarcane automatic farm, or if you have space like this, you can do it this way. I just like to stand here and put bone meal on one, and then see, like, you right click to put the bone meal on, and you left click to harvest. So it's really simple. So let's go ahead and just use up all this. See, I'm right clicking to place the bone meal, and then I'm left clicking to harvest. And so I'm getting a lot of sugar cane. Then what we'll do is turn the sugar cane into paper, and we can use the paper to trade with the librarians and the cartographers. Also, paper is used for mapping. You need quite a bit of paper, and you turn them into maps. And that's definitely another adventure that we are going to be going on soon. So we have just a few more to go. We're over halfway through, but you can see how quickly this works. If you have an automatic machine, it's even faster because it kind of does it for you, and you just stand there and sugarcane just rains around your head. So almost done. 3 more, and that'll be all we do for this right here at this little time. I mean, you could stand here, and with all the bones we're getting from that amazing XP farm that Bosco built for us. Oh, speaking of that, look in my toolbar and look at my levels. Level 34. I'm back up to almost what I was before the golem killed me. And it was so fun because I just stood at the XP farm where the skeletons are, where Bosco built that for me down in the mine, and was just getting bones and XP like crazy. So let's go to our crafting table, and if let's see, click on here at items, and there's our paper, and we can just do it this way, 3 at a time, or I can right click on my mouse and push shift, and it gives us all our paper. So let's go back to that librarian and see how much we can trade before we max out the paper. And some of the librarians I have been trading with, I don't remember which ones that I did max out. Let's see. Nope, we didn't max out him. He wants 33 paper. So let's get emeralds. Boy, we are getting so many emeralds. Up there, we maxed him out. Let's see what. Okay, he has the Depth Strider book, which is really good for your boots. That is excellent because with Depth Strider, you can enchant your boots, and you can walk on water much faster. And then he will take 8 books and give me an emerald, but right now that's something we need desperately, so we won't be doing that. You can pay for a compass with 10 emeralds. But again, that's something that's really easy to craft. It doesn't take many materials. Now here, he will give us a bookshelf for 3 emeralds. And we're going to need 15 bookshelves. So we may end up doing that instead of going on our adventure. I still want to go on the adventure to look for them. And then for 10 emeralds, also a clock that is fairly minimal to craft. You do need a lot of gold bars to craft a clock, but those clocks are awesome because they can tell you when it's night. You know how much trouble I have when it's raining. I can't tell if it's night or not. And then also he'll give us glass for an emerald. And the reason we might do that is to trade up. If we trade an emerald, let's go ahead and do that. We have so many emeralds. He'll give us glass blocks, which we don't need because we can get lots of sand because we're near the desert. But this trades him up. And so hopefully now we've traded paper and emeralds for glass blocks. So we'll come back to him in just a minute and see if he's added anything to his repertoire. Okay, now this guy, we have traded all the paper for him. Let's see if he has anything. Okay, he's the librarian that I was so worried he was going to disappear before we could trade with him. He will give us a Silk Touch book, enchanted book, and boy, we need that. Silk Touch is good because when you can use your Silk Touch pick, and it will give you the block instead of cutting the block up into pieces. So it'll give you the original block. So that's really, really wanted. Okay, he also has the compass. He also has the bookshelves for 3. He has the clock. He has the glass blocks. And oh no. Okay, this is good, guys. You need mending books badly. And I was trying to get these by fishing because normally you can get them by fishing, but I have not had any luck fishing yet. But so with 34 emeralds, and this is why we want emeralds. 34 emeralds. Oh my goodness. Now we have them now, but using those up to get 1 mending book, we'll go through emeralds really quickly. But we definitely will want one of those when we can get some books. You can put mending on your tools, your armor, and your weapons, and every time you get XP, some of that XP will go to whatever you have mending on. If I have mending on my chest plate, and my chest plate is starting to break a little bit, the XP will go to the chest plate and mend it. So that is really good, and it's really good to get it at the beginning because I've spent a lot of points mending armor and tools, and this way I won't have to spend points to mend. That is good. We've got us a good librarian here. All right. Oh, it's night. But y'all can sleep with me really quickly. Oh, that golem scared me. Let's sleep real quickly. Brian was saying he thought sleeping came really quickly, more quickly in Bedrock Edition than in Java. I don't know, maybe we're just really super busy and time goes by really fast. I don't know, but it does seem like night comes really quickly to me too. All right, so he's the guy this is the librarian that we traded with earlier, and he had the Death Strider, but we wanted to come in and see if now, since we traded with him again, if he would have something new. Last time the blocks were the last thing he would trade. Oh, he has a mending 1 book too. That is really great. I think they will trade you 3 times. So that'll give us 6 mending books. That may be all we need. We hit the jackpot, guys. This is really good. Thank you, Ryan, for helping me figure out how to set the shops up because it's so much easier. I don't know if you guys remember that episode, but it was chaotic. We couldn't even move because of all these villagers driving us crazy. So that's how the trading system works in Minecraft. And it's really fun. I like it the way they've set it up. There are a lot of traders that you don't really want to trade with, but then you always have the treasures that make it super, super fun. Something else that I had wanted to do that we have not been able to have time to get to is to plant us some, I think we'll do it here. If you have a farm or a garden near the villagers, here, I'll just show you. If you start harvesting, they will come and just start dropping seeds like crazy. Now, it might take them a few minutes to reel up here. Nope, didn't take long at all. Here he comes. So you aren't able to have a choice of what you plant because he comes in and just starts dropping seeds and he'll plant your farm for you. So I like to plant my melons and my pumpkins kind of far away. They also will harvest, it seems like, before they're ready. So let's watch him do that again. And see, like this wheat with the brown tops on it is ready, but this wheat is not. And they tend, I know he's probably not very happy with me for harvesting his wheat for him, but see, you can't even plant what you want to plant because they come over and just start dropping seeds before you can even get in there. Which is good. I'm glad that they want to help with the garden and the farming chores. So if you want to plant something specific that you don't want them to interfere with, you go kind of far away. And like we have these carrots here, and it's kind of interesting because when we first came to this village, when Briarwood was just at the beginning, see how we can walk on the water and collect our carrots? It's so much easier. When we first came to Briarwood, pretty much all that was growing in our gardens was wheat and beets. These are beets right here. And so in our travels, we had collected 1 carrot and I think 8 potatoes. So I started planting them, and every time you plant a potato, then when you harvest, you get more potatoes. So over time, I've planted potatoes and carrots in this garden, in this land in Briarwood, and then I started moving them over, and then I started feeding them to the villagers. Let me show you how that works. If you put something in your toolbar, yes, okay, and then you push Q, that drops it down. And watch, he'll come. I think he'll come get that. Oh, nope, the pig does want it. So if you drop a carrot, see, they'll pick them up. And they like that. And then over time, they've been planting the carrots, and they've been planting the potatoes. Here you go, pig. There you go. Yeah, that's yummy, huh? And so now they plant potatoes and carrots in the garden on their side as well. So we have a lot of potatoes and a lot of carrots. Oh, okay, Mr. Pig, you go on. That's fine. You've had enough. And so another thing that you might want to plant in your garden is pumpkins and melons. When you plant melons, you don't plant every block. You have to leave one block empty. So we will plant a melon there, and there, and there, and then see, we leave these empty on the front, and what they'll do is they will grow their melon vines, and they will grow into these blocks, and that's where you harvest your melons. The vines will stay, and the melons will appear in this front row over time. So let's put melons there and pumpkins here. How about? I think that will work really good. We can use this wheat to make bread or to trade with the villagers. So this can be our pumpkin patch. I like to put the seed on this side so that the pumpkins come out here, so we don't have to walk on our gardens to harvest. And look, they're already starting to grow a little bit. And we can come back and check on those at another time. All right, guys. Now we have our pumpkins and melons planted, but I have one more thing I want to show you. So what I did was I brought all the blocks from the Mesa here, and I had told you guys I would do that, so I wanted to show you. I made a little showing and displaying the different blocks that you can get in the Mesa. This first one is the red, the first stripe of blocks is what you can actually harvest in the Mesa, and then the block next to it is what happens after you smelt it in the furnace. So this is the red terracotta and the blocks you get from smelting. The yellow, this is white. It looks kind of pinkish, doesn't it? But it's white, and that's what you get. Isn't that cute? I love that. And then the orange, those they almost look like butterflies, don't they? The little design, or maybe eyeballs of an owl. I guess that's how you look at it. And then the brown and the light gray, and the light gray is what we put on the shopping center. So those are the blocks you can get, and so you can see how much you can build with, how many different types of buildings you can build, and all kinds of ways you can decorate and do things with, if you can just manage to make it to the Mesa safely. Well, that's it for this video. We sure got a lot accomplished, a lot of things that we needed to get done, and I just want to emphasize how much I appreciate all of you for watching my little videos. I do, and I tell you what, one of the things that really is fun is to hear your comments. I would love any hints and tips and advice that you can give me. I'm always glad for that. And if there's anything you specialize in, let me know, and let me know how you go about doing it, and I would love to give you a shout out. All right, guys, that's it for today. Bye.